Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Two news stories for you. Firstly, Eritrea Ministry of Information issued a statement last night mentioning four very important points about Eritrea Ethiopia relations. I think it's a policy statement, you can say. Eritrea officially uh, told what is the reason behind tension between Eritrea and Ethiopia. Explanation given by the Ministry of Information has four main points, but is it convincing? I want to analyze the statement of the Ministry of Information of Eritrea. Secondly, Tigray views, where it seems that limit has been imposed, it will be put in place on the withdrawal from banks running out of cash. Uh, is situation getting better in Tigray in terms of security situation, or things are getting worse? Before these two news stories, viewers, an announcement for you. We'll resume our live chats from today and tonight. No, on Friday night, I have a very interesting topic of live chat for you. I have received exclusive information through impeccable sources about what happened in talks between TPLF and Eritrea, between Tigray generals and Eritrea. It is said that they held meetings and they are conspiring to overthrow PM Abiy's government. What I have learned is that the talks were about getting a guarantee, getting an assurance. I won't speak more on that, but in tonight's live chat, I'll share details with you. No one so far has said anything about what happened at the talks. Rather, imaginary scenarios are being built or false information is being spread. What I have learned is based on information which you can say I got from the horse's mouth. So at 1800 GMT, tonight I'll break this news about what happened in talks between Tigray leaders and Eritrea. Firstly, Tigray viewers, then the statement by Eritrean Ministry of Information. In Tigray, panic still uh, existing, people withdrawing money. I told you about long queues of people outside bank branches in Tigray. Last 1 week has been very eventful in Tigray. People concerned, they don't want war. There is no appetite for war in Tigray. Whether people support Getachew or the Western military, no one wants war in Tigray. People suffered a lot. So those who are living outside Ethiopia or abroad, they should also realize that they should not do anything which stokes a conflict, which promotes a conflict. People suffered a lot already. Banks now have imposed a withdrawal limit. 5,000 birr is the limit. No one can withdraw more than 5,000. Why? Because banks were running out of cash. That is why they had to impose this limit. People panicking, they have been fleeing Tigray to withdrawing as much as they can. The situation, I think, will come under control. Getachew group is not resisting, or the resistance it showed was not very strong. And military and the Bratskian group took over large parts of Tigray, dismantled Getachew's governments in most parts of Tigray, southern, southeastern parts remaining. But other parts of Tigray, Getachew group has almost no presence now in terms of its administrative presence in government. That is why things are under control, I think, and you could see situation getting better. But banks have imposed limits on withdrawal. Food prices went up to in the last 1 week or so. Let's see, will the new president be able to control the situation? Now, where's Eritrea? Ministry of Information of Eritrea issued a statement last night, 4 point statement. We'll have a look at these 4 points one by one. First, Eritrea says that the claim that Eritrean troops are in Tigray is false. This false claim is being used to stoke a conflict. Let's analyze this point. This is what Eritrean position is. Tigray's position is that Tigray's territories are being occupied by Eritrean government, Eritrean military. Issue is that the border is not demarcated. Border should be demarcated. Ethiopia Boundary Commission decision has not been implemented by neutral mediators or in the presence of neutral mediators. Eritrea says its forces are deployed in line with that boundary commission decision. Tigray disagrees with that. So dispute is there. No, Eritrea denies that. Firstly, second point raised by the Eritrean Minister of Information is that uh, Eritrea has no interest in scuttling, in undermining Pretoria Agreement. And the ministry claimed as if Pretoria was not the first sign of divorce between Abiy and Isaias Afwerki. Well, when Pretoria was signed, I think Eritrea did not oppose it, but Eritrean government hoped that TPLF would be completely dismantled before Pretoria. It did not happen. Pretoria contained provisions like DDR. DDR could not be implemented as well. So, progress regarding the implementation of Pretoria has been a matter of concern for Eritrea. Eritrea wanted complete dismantlement of TPLF. It did not happen. So when Eritrea says Pretoria was not the start of dispute between Ethiopia and Eritrea, I don't agree with that. I think Eritrea has not been happy with the way Pretoria has been implemented. Eritrea supported Ethiopian military in the fight against Tigray fighters. Ethiopian military signed Pretoria, did not dismantle TDF, did not dismantle TPLF. Obviously, Eritrea does not like that. It is one of the reasons behind Abiy Isaias tensions. I disagree with the uh, position taken by Eritrea on this topic. Thirdly, Eritrea says that it has no interest in exacerbating internal TPLF conflict. It is not in any way creating divisions or taking advantage of divisions in TPLF. Well, as I said earlier, I'll host a live chat tonight. I'll break the news about what happened at talks between TPLF, TDF, and Eritrean leaders. This point I'll address in tonight's live chat. Fourth point mentioned by Eritrea is very interesting. According to the government, this is the main issue between the two countries. Ethiopian government's irredentism, Ethiopian government statements about access to sea, territorial ambitions of the Ethiopian government, ASAP, ASAP, access to sea. So Eritrea says that basically PM Abiy's speech, it's not mentioned here in the statement, but it is implied that PM Abiy's speech of 2023 was the start of Ethiopia-Eritrea tensions. In that speech, PM Abiy tried to prove that Ethiopia had natural rights to regain access to sea. Well, yes, Red Sea access or Assab port access is one of the major issues between the two countries. I agree here. But it's not that Abiy and Isaias were on very good terms before that. They held some meetings on the sidelines of summits in South Africa, I think, in Egypt, I remember. But they did not hold any extended discussions. So back then, at least they were on speaking terms. But after PMRB raised the issue of access to sea, that led to heightened tensions in bilateral relations. So now the main issue, according to Eritrean government, between the two countries is Ethiopian claim of access to sea through Eritrea. This is what Eritrean position is. What is Ethiopian position? That we'll have a look in some other videos. Thanks for watching.